Let me make sure I'm muted. Hello, everybody. I'm Jimbo.
I'm Kemper.
We are The Stand. We're bringing you some receipts tonight, just like we promised. And I didn't put, excuse me, a lot of trial stuff on video today because I had some issues going on. But I did put some on there because I promised you I would. We do have more documents to show that do not involve the trial, but do involve our favorite little person.
Little.
And we are going to have Jamie on the show. I need to go ahead and send him a link. I should have done that before we got started, shouldn't I? I'm slipping here, bro. I'm slipping. And
That multitasking getting you, brother.
just to show you guys how much we love you. Like, my first love was the UK Wildcats. And my most hated team, my most despised team. I know some of you might get mad at me, but I just don't like those Tennessee Volunteers. And one of my favorite times of the year when Kentucky heads down to Knoxville to take on the Beast. So, and that's coming on right now. And I'm here with you. I am going to watch it in the background, but I'm going to be here with you, and we're going to expose some more truth.
So if you hear fits or little rounds of Tourette's coming out of Jimbo, you understand why now, guys. That's what's going on.
Exactly. Don't really know where to start. So I just jump right in here. If you guys can see on the screen, can you see that, Matt?
Yeah.
Any bigger? I think I can. Is that bigger? All right. So what we have on the screen there is a criminal case history. I know you've heard this very thing come out of somebody's mouth. I have no criminal record. I have no criminal record. Like a broken record. No criminal record. Broken record. No criminal record. Broken record. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
But there is some documents that say otherwise. So we're going to refute the story of Bluefield Hell told by Ern. Oh, I forgot to send Jamie. Let me send you that in Messenger, Jamie. I'll pull that up. But we have the documents, the disposition, I guess is what they call it, and the court case files, and in layman's terms, in our internet terms, receipts from that very case. Ernie's claim was that he never got to see the judge, that he was thrown in jail that night. And when he finally saw the judge said, well, hell, this is civil, and just threw it out.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Matt? You think we got proof otherwise tonight?
Oh, I'm sure that we do. Apparently, Ernie's little false flag about not going live anymore. A lot of people said it was going to be bullshit. Well, I'm hearing that he was just on Benny's live and got shut down. Is that correct?
Ern was on Benny's live?
Yeah, because I said he might not go live on his channel, but he'll at least post 100 videos and show up on 4 different panels.
Listen.
So,
go ahead.
I was going to say, the predictions were right. Ernie can't stay away. He can't get enough. He loves his own medicine. He loves his karma. So let's keep feeding it to him, guys.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, like, I used to play poker, so I guess I gambled a little bit, but I'm going to gamble. I'm going to say I would gamble 100 to 1 odds that after we go over this receipt, the little fella is going to go live tonight. And I would, I'd bet the farm on it because we're going to make him out to be a little liar.
Mm-hmm.
And just before we go.
And guys, tonight's not just about These receipts, we're going to be talking to Jamie. He's going to come up here and he's going to talk to us and let us know his story with Ernie and Predator Hunter Nation. And I'm going to go over a couple of things too. So it's not just documentation. There's a lot of information to be had this evening. So just grab that popcorn.
Speaking of which, welcome, Jamie. Can you hear us, buddy? Uh-oh. No,
I'm here.
Oh, good job. What's up, James?
What's up,
Hey,
Jamie?
how's it going?
Going pretty good, buddy. How are you doing?
All right.
You got here just in time. We got some official documents we're getting ready to go over. Can you see those on your screen?
Yeah.
Timer, babe. You want me to say another one? All right. So this is the Magistrate Court of Mercer County, West Virginia. Defendant Ernest Maxwell. This is his criminal case history in this Bluefield hell, we would call it. You know, the story where Ernie says the judge, when he finally saw him after 30 days in jail, threw it out and said it was civil matter. Negative.
Negatory. Yeah.
So we got like 20 pages of official documents here stating otherwise. Ernie does have a lawyer there, though. And it's, according to his official documents, is public defender attorney, court appointed attorney. So all that money he made on his Bluefield hell that he couldn't just, he only had $400 a day access to.
Yeah.
I guess he couldn't afford a lawyer. So, he got the public defender. His bond was set at $50,000. $50,000.
Chump change.
Mm-hmm. And we're just gonna go right into this. I guess it's the verdict or plea date.
No, just listen. Say no.
April 25th, 2011. Now the arrest was made on January the 8th, 2011. So as you know, Ernie claims he was in there for 30 days, but he was actually released. He was arraigned on January the 9th, which means that's when you go before the judge, right?
Yep. Magistrate.
So he was arraigned January the 9th, arrested January the 8th, arraigned January the 9th. So his claims of he didn't see anyone, couldn't speak to anyone for 30 days.
Right. That's bullshit.
Wrong. Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, man, because that's when you go see a magistrate usually within 24 hours of being arrested and booked.
Yeah. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
So
but he acted like it wasn't. So
he said he didn't have no record.
Yeah.
Well, we see different.
Yeah, he was locked away, and the judge couldn't see him. And when he finally saw it, he threw it out. Gosh almighty, this is civil. Why did they hold you? Blah, 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 blah. No, they said a $50,000 bond. That's pretty serious.
The next day.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some pretty serious crimes with a far less bond amount than $50,000. That's a lot of money. So anyway,
he said
trial conference
on
February the 4th. When he actually came back to court and did his plea, it was April 25th, 2011, 11:30 a.m. Now here's the official disposition of what happened. Hang on a second. I'm getting a message. Maybe no. It's about the ball game. All right. So here, the official disposition, I guess, is what they call this judgment. Now, it was dismissed, but It was dismissed upon motion by defense attorney. Defendant has substantially complied with restitution, and he has agreed to pay the remaining balance within 30 days. So he had to pay the wrestlers and the policemen he promised to pay before coming back to court. And what he hadn't paid yet, he had 30 more days to pay, or he was going to jail. Jail, jail. Okay? And Mr. I have no criminal record pled guilty. At least reached a plea deal to pay restitution. Let me tell you something. You can look it up. Somebody please show me. Anybody show me. Ernie, show me. Tina, show me where anybody who is innocent of the charges before them pay restitution. I'll wait. If you can do that, if you can show me where an innocent person pays restitution, somebody completely innocent and is not facing jail time, just agrees to pay restitution, we'll shut her down, baby. We'll shut it
Are you
down.
okay over there, dog?
Who?
Somebody's flopping and flipping or something over there, dude.
Where? It's not here.
I laid my phone down.
That's what it was.
Sorry.
But,
No.
it's okay. You're cool. But, you know, there we are with, and this is official or official, however you want to say it. This was earned. And there's 24 pages of it. And if you'll read it through it, and we're going to post this on Tales of Lycan, correct, Matt?
I believe, yeah.
And I think I can post still pictures on YouTube. Somebody will have to show me how to do that, but we'll post it there too. But there's, you know, all these pages, and I'm going to read later here at the end. I'm going to read exactly what the criminal complaint was.
Mm-hmm.
Ernie got off easy. He got off easy. Did you read the end of it, Matt?
Not all of it, no.
Yeah, he got off easy. You know, and he gets to go out and holler, I have no criminal record. Well, you had to pay restitution.
Guilty.
Yeah,
Innocent
that
people
implies
don't
guilt.
pay restitution. People who don't want to go to jail through court
Pays restitution.
have to pay restitution. Yep. If you go out and, you know, steal $100 and somebody gets a warrant for you, takes you to jail, you know how you can avoid getting really hammered with the charges?
Bad.
Pay restitution.
Hey, honey, have your plate so I can get you some more pizza. You want cheese pizza too, or just
No, just one of the pepperoni.
one slice of pepperoni?
Give me two. I'm a growing boy. All right. So I'm scrolling down here. I want to get to this, but we're going to go in the chat and talk to people here in just a minute, and then we'll come back to this official document, and I want to read you guys the criminal complaint. All these different pages are, I guess it may be so many different pages because of the different complainants. You know, there was several wrestlers who did not get paid, and a bunch still got the screws put to them. I'll explain that to you here in a minute too. All right, there we are. Okay, so let's go back. I'm gonna go in here so I can see some comments. We've already got a big comment following there. Thank you, honey.
Do I sound better, Matt?
Yep, a little bit, man.
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
It's not as muffled as it was before, so.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Jimbo?
Chewing on pizza.
Oh, I got you.
No, but yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wow. I wonder if I have to give him like credit. No, He didn't come up with the term wow. He just overuses it.
Yeah. He likes to act like he coins a phrase that been around for damn ever.
Yeah.
Well, like what? Check it twice, cut it once.
Yeah, it's actually measure it twice. Tennessee and Kentucky in a brawl. It's on fisticuffs. Already. Down there in Knoxville, you know how they act down there, Matt. What's up with that?
I don't know, man. Don't ask me. I'm a Buckeye.
Okay. Operation
Brown
Predator
eye.
down. Good. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight because there's been significant things happen today.
Tell me about it.
But all right. So checked out the chat. Let's go back and finish up with the document here. In the Magistrate Court of Mercer County, West Virginia, State of West Virginia versus Ernest Mack Shell. Thankfully, his date of birth, driver license number, and Social Security was already blacked out, so I didn't have to do that. Looks like he's charged with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 misdemeanor counts.
Is that one per person?
I think so.
Yeah.
I, the undersigned complainant, upon oath or affirmation, state the following is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. On or about January 8th, 2011, in Mercer County, West Virginia, in violation of West Virginia Code, it says site specific, all that, but that's not important. Obtaining goods under false pretenses. See attached. I further state that this complaint based on the following facts. See attached. And I'm getting all kinds of messages now. Let's see. Probable cause was found. Let me get down here to where. Here we go. Here's the meat and bones, baby. Okay, so this is filed under 61-3-24 is the code, criminal code, I guess.
Can you go in on that a little bit closer?
I don't know. Let's see. Let me hit. Does that make it any better?
A little bit. Yep. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm getting my old man glasses out here.
Obtaining money, property, and services by false pretenses. Disposing of property to defraud creditors, penalties. If a person obtains from another by any false pretense, token, or representation with intent to defraud any money, goods, or other property which may be the subject of larceny, or if a person obtains on credit from another any money, goods, or property which may be the subject of larceny by representing that there is money due him or her to become due him or her, and assigns the claim for such money in writing to the person from whom he or she obtains such money, goods, or other property, and afterwards collects the money due to become due without the consent of the assignee and with the intent to defraud. Let me repeat that. With the intent to defraud. Such person is guilty of larceny, which is basically stealing, if the value of the money, goods, or other property is $1,000 or more. Such person is guilty of a felony, which there's these promised money is well over 1,000, but it's to different people, which saved his ass. Excuse me. All right. Person is guilty of felony, and upon conviction of thereof, shall be imprisoned in the penitentiary not less than 1 year or more than 10 years, or in the discretion of the court, be confined in jail not more than 1 year, and be fined not more than $2,500. If the value of the money, goods, or property is less than $1,000, such person is guilty of a misdemeanor. Earn, and upon conviction thereof, shall be confined in jail not more than 1 year, or fined not more than $2,500, or both. Now,
That's a conviction.
yeah. Now the fun part here. Here we go. Here's the complaint. let me get a drink right quick so I can finish through this. Tennessee and Kentucky 17-17, in case anybody wants to know.
All right, cool.
In the first part of December 2010, Deputy D.W. Sparks was contacted by Ernest Max Shell. Shell was the promoter of a wrestling match on January 8th, 2011 at the Brush Fork Armory in Bluefield, Mercer County, West Virginia. Shell advised Deputy Sparks that he was wanting to hire deputies for security. Deputy Sparks advised him that we received $25 an hour, and he agreed to the amount and advised Deputy Sparks that he would need 3 deputies and that he needed us there by 1800. On January 8th, 2011, Deputy Sparks, Sergeant G.W. Woods, and I went to the Brush Fork Armory and worked security from 1800 until around 23:15. It's 5 hours and 15 minutes. Is that correct? Around this time, we were advised by Shell's bookie, James Levis, that Shell had advised him that he did not have the money to pay the wrestlers and he might try to run out without paying anyone. Does that sound familiar? Oh, cut and run earn. A short while later, we were advised by Edward T. Greer that we might want to come to the front office, that he was afraid that the wrestlers were going to hurt Ernest Shell because he did not have their money. I went to the office, and Shell was speaking with Ryan Clark, a.k.a. Chase Stevens. Chase Stevens is his wrestling name. Shell agreed to pay Clark $400 and Shane Williams $100 for wrestling and gas money for their trip and their motel room as well. Shell advised me that he did not have the $125 for me or the money for the other 2 deputies either. Shell was arrested for obtaining services by false pretenses. Shell had agreements with Anthony Daniel for $100 and a motel room, Lloyd Rice for $150 and a motel room, Ben Profit, $100 and a motel room, Joseph B. Nelson. This is the guy that we have talked to that actually told us in the beginning that Ernie had to pay restitution. Joseph B. Nelson for $100 for the match, $150 for advertisement, April Hunter, $150 for travel expenses and a motel. These were the ones that he entered into the agreement with Mercer County. There were 17 other wrestlers that he owed a total of $2,990. Hear that? I could not assist them due to the agreement was made outside of my jurisdiction and not confirmed in Mercer County. So he got to screw those people. $3,000 worth he got away with. No criminal record. But there you have it. There you have Mr. I have no criminal record. Officially on record, agreeing to pay restitution to avoid going to jail. What do you think about that, Jamie?
Yep. He's always claiming that he has no record.
I mean, over and over, right?
Well, I mean, the thing is this cat has claimed to have sued these people. And I believe it was for libel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was
and had won, is what he had said. He said he won that. Now, the official record shows complete opposite. It shows what was reported in the papers, what everybody had been saying, But Ernie kept denying it.
Yep.
So that will show you Ernie's always full of shit. Always.
Always at all times.
Been a professional liar for a long time.
Yep. That's what he do. That's how he survives his lies. The ones that know him know that.
And he's duping people into following him, believing in him, and all he does is lie.
Yep. And then he wants to attack people that question him. Well, I
And
mean,
then-
most of the stories that he tell aren't even believable. And if
And then
you
I actually
do what?
muted myself. Sorry. You guys hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm officially back.
And for them to beg people, even Xander and Tina, to have people send them their license and ID,
Yeah.
that's plumb ridiculous.
Well, I mean, but honestly, they do sell their wares very well to the right people. And to unsuspecting people,
That don't know.
it works. It works on people that don't know, don't see it coming. It's like a new thing for them that they're seeing. So they might be judging differently than they normally would, you know? And this whole thing about sending IDs and that kind of stuff to Ernie shouldn't have anybody's information.
Yeah, please.
Ernie shouldn't know your Facebook account. He doesn't need to know jack shit about you or your family.
You can see that he's a scammer. He's a liar, and he's cheated people before, and he's promised things that he can't deliver before. So please, if you decide to stay one of his flock, at least
Be
don't
careful.
be suckered into giving him your information.
Right.
Because if you ever change your mind, he's going to use it against you.
Yep.
He will.
And
threaten.
I was going to say, if you have a past, he will use it against you. If your family has a past, he will use it against you. They will go and use anything available to them. So don't even let them know how many brothers and sisters you have. Seriously, this is information. It shouldn't be out there, especially for predators like Ernie.
Well, not only that, Tina and Xander too. I seen where they said they had been getting emails and stuff.
Right,
making
because Ernie's
them-
directing them to send their emails and stuff to Tina so she can vet them. But this is Ernie's thing.
Exactly.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, his minions are working for him. As I said the past couple of times we were on live, I personally think that he's extorting her. But that's my thought. That's my opinion on things. Because she will defend him for everything. Everything.
Exactly.
To the point where it's really obvious.
Yeah.
They'll find people out to say stuff about you too. I'm going through that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like they personally attacked me again today, and I'm going to talk about that just a little bit.
Oh, did they? I
But-
missed that.
But it's
Oh,
nothing.
no, I didn't. No,
It's
never
nothing
mind.
compared to what they've done to Jamie. Like the disgusting claims and just the, trying to really just destroy that man's character and good name. It's shameless, man. It's shameless the way they're doing it, and it's lies. I can see if you're telling the truth about something, and you're bringing information forward like we are.
Yep.
One thing, but if you're just going to lie on a man to try to ruin him, then you don't deserve a channel. You don't deserve a platform. It should be taken away from you. And as a matter of fact, um, I suggest that anyone who has listened to any of their stuff contact YouTube and report them for their harassing, for their threats, for their violence, for their, they try to incite violence,
Mm-hmm.
And just, the more people that actually report them, it's something will get done.
Yep.
Got to.
They gotta start somewhere, guys. And the more they hear that name, the more they're going to get tired of it, and they're going to be more apt to do something about it, because it is a problem. And I do know that the law enforcement in Newport and Cott County are very aware of them. Now, Tina can turn this around and say, "Oh, they're working for us," and all this dumb shit like she did before, but that's ridiculous. Okay, Tina, let's get real. You know why they're watching you, and it's more than just one reason.
Yeah.
Ernie's one of them. The history of what goes out of your store is another.
Mm-hmm.
So don't blame me. Blame yourselves because you did it. They were looking at you before Kemper came along,
I'm sorry
but
to
you
hear
wouldn't
that.
know that.
How I'm sorry. Yeah, and they don't worry about triggering people.
No.
Like this lady here says, she was, she is a survivor, and that they, just talked about that stuff, and they don't care what they trigger. They probably didn't do a trigger warning, which I'm learning to do that more myself, and but they don't care. They lay their head down at night and sleep just fine, knowing that they're trying to destroy people. They know what they do is bad, and they relish it. So evil, and I'm just saying, without coming out, hell, they're evil. You don't do what they do without being evil.
Exactly.
So I was contacted by the um, school officials today. I'm not going to say who, but they have received 20 emails from one person. I'm not going to say who yet. Claiming that I am bullying and harassing Ernie Shell, and that they don't think I need to be working around children. So very likely that I won't be anymore. So and it hurts me some, but for all these children that I work with, that I actually provide a good service for, and give them knowledge. I don't just teach basketball. I teach them respect, teach them how to talk to adults, how to talk to people um, in charge. A lot more. I've talked to them about taking care of their credit. I'm talking about elementary kids. I try to give them life lessons, and here these people are going to take me away from that. So that's the kind of evil they are. And I mean, over the past 7 years or so, I have probably coached 1,500 children, and I've got cards and letters and thank yous and posts tagged in posts. Some of them are adults now that um, thank me for being a part of their journey, and I mean, it humbles me, and to think that just because this real life stalker, harasser, and predator, Ernie Shell, and there's plenty of receipts to show that he does that. There's no receipts showing I do any of that because I don't. The only person I've ever said anything negatively about is Ernie, and he's got it coming. He's got those
It's coming.
statements. He's got those statements coming though. He earned it.
That's
He
all.
he does threaten women. He does
He
threaten
does.
children. He threatens families. He threatens, to take people's job, to take people's kids. He acts like he's a cop. He
Well,
acts like
Stacy was just asking, did the school believe Ernie over you? It's not really about them believing Ernie over you. It's about the harassment.
yeah,
About what the picture he's painting. Like, this is like the ultimate kind of slander.
yeah. And Ernie didn't do it himself. He's got
No.
his followers doing it.
Of course not.
The email came from a woman,
Mm-hmm.
a lady.
You mean the emails?
Yes, and yeah, there's at least 20 of them already, and they're wanting to, they send him. They're sending links to Tales of a Lycan and the Stand, and I told my boss today, yeah, I'm fighting back. Ernie came at me, and he's a liar, a cheat, a con man, a thief, and I'm calling him out on it. He threatens women, he threatens kids, and I'm calling him out on it.
And I do know that Tina, Ernie, Xander likes to say that they're working with the FBI or alongside the FBI or that they talk to them every day. Whatever it is, do not believe these fools. They are lying, guys. This is an outright lie. I know it's a lie. I know federal agents that work Secret Service in Knoxville. They know all federal agents and who they talk to in the area. Ernie's not on that list. Ernie's not even an agent.
No, but he claims to be.
He claims a lot of things. But guys, I know that they do this. And I know that helps build confidence. And I'm pretty sure that along the lines, he's tried to gain your trust. That's the biggest part of his game. He's got to get that trust, and then he's got you.
Yeah.
And it don't matter for how long. Once he gets a hold of it, you're going to feel it.
Yeah.
You will feel it one way or another, whether it be anxiety, being stalked, being threatened, being extorted, whatever. But guys, they do not talk to the TBI and FBI every day.
No, they don't talk to them, period.
See, and Jamie was there.
Yeah. And just as far as the school system goes, if you're looking at it from their side and their point of view, they're getting emails from, and this email address was concerned parent. That was part of the email address. So it's completely made up BS, but they're getting emails about somebody who works with kids, and if it's going to be public and it's going to be blasted on YouTube, and Ernie's going to say things about me, like he has said stuff about me. He's called me a drug dealer online. He's called me a predator
Pedophile.
online. So, and when those school officials see that kind of thing, do you think they're going to keep me? I mean,
They got to protect the babies, man. I
Yeah.
mean, and that, to me, that I understand it. I get it. But that's also the thing that Ernie and his goons understand. And that's why they do it.
Yep.
But, that's okay. Because, pardon my French, but karma's a real motherfucker. And it's still coming at you. It's not stopping, Ernie. You're just motivating a little bit more and more every day, buddy.
At
Just a
all
little bit more.
times.
Karma's
also,
on its way.
I just got a reminder: if you have any of your children or anybody's else children that that their pictures are being shown by Ern without parental consent, then please report that. Let people know what he's doing. That's disgusting, which is pretty much everything, but especially when he exploits children. dead or alive, missing or not, whatever. He's exploiting so many children.
Yep. Man with no standards. Man with no morals. Evil. Straight up. And that's not a compliment, Ernie. I hope you understand that, little man.
Yeah.
I really do.
I hope one of his trolls is a watching.
Oh, they are.
They are.
You know they are, Jamie. He won't come on panel,
I
though.
would say little fella's in here himself.
Oh, yeah, he's watching. You know he's watching.
Thunderpuss.
That's Ern.
Captain Thunderpuss.
But we had some people. Right quick, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post something on our screen that's going to run across the bottom. I said we wasn't going to do this, and you know, if you don't feel compelled to send anything, that's fine. We love you anyway. We appreciate just the messages, just the support, just you being here. But if you do feel compelled to help us out, you know, whatever we get from a Cash App or from a donation, we will use to continue to bring you what we're bringing you now. More of it, more of it, and more of it. So I'm going to put our Cash App up, and if you feel compelled, feel free to send something. If you don't, then don't. Please don't do anything you don't want to do, or you know, put yourself out at all. Okay, we're all in this together, and it's not about money. But you know, once he's decided to assassinate my job, then so I'm gonna post that just to be up there. People ask me to monetize our channel, and we may do that, but we're at least going to go ahead and put this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and put that up on the screen.
Cool.
We've had some people ask about Jamie's story, so I'm going to give Jamie the floor and let him explain what he's encountered and what he did.
How it started, all that stuff.
Jamie put himself at risk for real life stuff. So, Jamie, if you can hear it, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here.
The floor is yours, my friend.
Okay. Can you hear me, Matt?
Yeah, man.
What was some of the questions? I can't remember some of the questions.
Well, they wanted to know about how you were
your story, how you met them, and
infiltrated.
You know, how they were talking shit in the community group, saying that nobody can infiltrate them and this and that, and you did, and what you found out when you got there. You know,
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure it started in the you met them in that group, Cott County Life, right?
Yes, I did.
I thought you did, because that's where I met you at. I mean, living in a small town, you hear people's names. Sometimes you never see their face. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's where it actually did start at. That's whenever they was taking and harassing Katina, driving about around her house.
Yeah.
They was taking and exploiting her family because of and they say they're not racist, but they are very racist, because they was actually talking about the mixed kids that Katina was talking about.
Yeah.
They was on her because she married a Jamaican, or wherever. I can't remember where he was from.
I think he was from the Dominican Republic, but
Dominican Republic.
Yeah, one of the two.
Okay, and they was in there.
Well, I mean, they were saying that they travel and sex traffic kids. That's what they were saying about Katina and her husband.
Exactly, and they was putting down her mixed kids and grandkids stuff. And his
legal status.
See, at first, I was on the bandwagon I was against them, and then whenever they come out, I kept watching and watching. And one day, they was on there, and they said nobody could infiltrate them. Well, I get it on my mind that night. This is something that I'm going to do, so I did it. Well, I set up a meeting with them, and by the way, they talked Dad's going to whoop me and this and that, this and that. And I find this funny, and I'm going to go ahead and tell it. But whenever I set up the meeting, I go over there, and I went in, and Xander and Ernie walked over to me, and their eyes was the size of a Coke bottle because Ernie was trash talking me about me. But that's beside the point. But whenever I went in, and to protect you, and I'm genuine. Whenever I was doing that, whenever I went and done it, I done it because they was talking so much crap. They had to have something to hide. Whenever somebody's coming against so many people, they was hiding stuff. And they have to have something to hide. Well, as time went along, I seen women come in there to see Ernie, and Ernie, I can't say for sure, but Ernie would offer them like a drink and stuff, and then I would see them no more, and that's where it started at. And I started watching, and then it started with Tina's kids, you see, and then I kept watching, and I did some stuff that I like in Tyson and all that I regret, but I had to find out what these people was about. And what else? Only else I found out they do sell drugs, people, and they just have not been caught. I've seen that and heard them talking with my own ears. And them kids, they was claiming people was coming after them and claiming that they was coming into the woods and going to
Yep.
shoot them and all kinds of stuff.
Well, I mean, I know they had stories about spies in the woods, and I know it was either Tina or Ernie went on a live talking about how they had caught one of these spies and went to describe what they did to them, and pretty much insinuated that they exterminated them.
Exactly. And they was no people there. They even tried to blame the people behind them for trying to burn their own
Not just the
shed
people,
down.
the restaurant.
The restaurant, that's what I'm talking
Yep.
about.
Yep.
And they tried to do that themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And them kids, and as I started watching, they are them kids, they live in a garage. They talk bad to them kids all the time, even go as far as threatening them because they would come out against, I guess, one of the older ones, the middle next to the older ones, was watching what was going on as these women would come, like the one somewhere I posted a picture or a video of the woman laying on the sound table. She was drugged plumb out of her head after she drank one of them drinks.
Well, I mean, not for nothing. I know a lot of people have said that they'd microdose every day.
Exactly, with
Shrooms.
Exactly, and give their kids gummies and everything else.
The Delta 8 and all that stuff. Yep.
What kind of
Exactly.
gummies?
The Delta 8 CBD gummies, supposedly. But, of course, Ernie went on his live talking about how he gets his THC gummies in Newport once a year. I don't know if anybody heard that, but yeah, he went on to say that that's the only thing he puts in his body. Well, THC is not legal in Newport. Just so everyone's aware, I live in a legal state. Tennessee is not a legal state, so that's on her. That's on him, right? But we're accusing. We're making up lies. No, we're just repeating what's being said.
And Scott, we was having a training day over there, and Big Ern, well, Little Ern, was always saying, "Put your arms up like this." And then whenever he come over, he did Xander like that, but he could not pick me up, and he couldn't move me backwards as he claims. He could not, and he was trying to take and show a tactic of where just because he said, because you're big don't mean I can't take you to the ground. Well, I'm just okay. And he said, put your arms out like this, like you're going to hit me. And he come up and grabbed me around my arm and around my wrist. He couldn't move me. He could not move me whatsoever. And then he said, oh, we'll go to something else.
Of course, he changed the subject.
And then at that time, now this is whenever we went out to the rod that he always sees me, he plays to pull up on, guys. Well, he, as little as he is,
Needed a booster.
we needed a booster to get up there and to pull theirself up. Well, he done it because, hell, he's a red worm with the meth slung out of him because he's meth head. He's on drugs, guys. And he done it there. And whenever he went to do it, he done it. And his buddy done it. And then whenever I went to do it, the bar was not put up there properly. And it should have been drilled all the way through. He had little screws to hold it in there. It was not put up there properly. And you could obviously see that all I had to do is reach up and grab it. And whenever I did put my weight on it, it was coming down. It was bending in the middle a little bit.
Yeah, I
And
remember the training day anyway, man, because he invited me to come down there and train with you guys. I don't know if you remember that or not, but he was talking
I
about
do. And he's not, no.
I told him he didn't want to train with me because the boulder that he was trying to move was smaller than my stones.
He
So
could barely pick up. He took and he barely could pick that boulder up. I bent down and I can throw that, but I throw the boulder.
Let me interrupt you, Ernie. You don't come in here and threaten any of the ladies here, pal.
No,
this is a threat-free zone. You're not harassing our ladies. If you want to sit here and watch, you can watch. If you threaten anybody, you're gonna get your ass out.
No, take him screenshot it. That's just let it bring it out. Let him talk ever how
threatening a woman.
else. Exactly. He's a puss. He's a pussy. Excuse my language, lady. But that guy, let's don't even talk about him. But anyways, after that, we go back in and time goes on and we start. They wasn't busting nobody. They had done the one at the park and done one at, maybe a couple that they had, like the one at the park and one in Gatlinburg, I believe. And that's about the time I come around. Well, these clowns couldn't do it, so they put me onto these. They did one at the park, one in Gatlinburg, and one at the Waffle House, where Ernie claims that he's military to get the best discount. But
hey, Jamie, let me ask you this, bud. What did you guys use to talk to these guys? What was it? Did you use Facebook or Twitter?
No, we used the apps. You want to know the apps? I can sure tell.
What was it? Grindr? Was it Tinder?
Grindr, Tinder.
Was it Ernie's accounts?
No, it was our own accounts. Ernie has some. Tina has someone.
Yep.
Xander has one.
I thought so.
Grindr accounts.
So Ernie has multiple?
Yes.
Imagine that. He's probably got some for business and pleasure.
Okay, and time went on. We did when they talked me into putting one on mine. Well, I put one on my phone, and they said, "Here's how you got to do it." And literally, guys, Tina wanted to say today that I enticed them. They are correct. Now, let me throw that. But they told me to entice these people, and that's why LE would not work with them.
Yep. Because they were breaking the law. Because if I remember correctly, wasn't it Detective Whitner that was on or in that community group and commented on one of their posts or whatever? I don't know if it was a post of theirs or somebody else's, but he came on there and said, It was a messed up law, which I can understand somewhat, but regardless, we don't need little vigilantes like that bunch trying to run around accusing people, because look at what they're doing. They're way off target. So, but Detective Whitner basically told them, and I guess they tried to turn in their information, that he couldn't use it. He tried to use it, but couldn't. And at that point, they learned that what they were doing was illegal, and they changed everything to general awareness instead of
Hang
state.
on a minute. Let me say something right here. Spooky, I am going to address this. Katina hates Ernie's guts. That's all I'm going to say about now. I'm going to read something right here. My plan of attack on this ring is full intration tactics. Sometimes the only way to beat them, which will never be beat, is to place yourself right in the middle of them and let them expose themselves by poking at them. So let's just ignore them. Let's just go on. Let them say whatever. Just people take note of these cowards, and we're going to do this show.
Oh, we
As,
got it. Don't worry about it, because I already blocked his ass. So carry on.
well, Tina the Tooth is in the comments too.
Well, I'll find her ass and get her out too.
Show them that hang loose sign. Everybody,
Yeah,
show
give him the old finger thumb.
Yeah, Ernie does have a falling out with everyone. It's coming. It's coming with Tina. It already has happened with Tina. They made up though, and she deleted everything. He spent all her daddy's money.
Exactly. And that's another thing. And they hollered they had these, and time went along, and I watched, and they claimed that they had this, a group of people that actually bought Ernie's car. No, Tina Simmerly bought that car because she's in love with Ernie. And it plainly shows. I mean, they're talking receipts. It's them that we're getting the receipts from.
Well, she's his sponsor that she refers to.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody dumb.
On poor daddy's money.
Reckoning's almost all gone, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's
That's why
close.
you think they're selling shirts and stuff.
How many you reckon they're selling?
They ain't selling that damn many.
I got some new shirts coming out, and I might even let you order them on Cash App here. I got a new phrase I'm gonna put on it: "No excuses, just results." So if anybody wants to buy a shirt, no excuses, just results. I'm thinking probably $25. You know, if you send a Cash App for no excuses, just results in the notes, just put that. Contact me with where to send it, and I'll send it to you. That's
I'll sure take one.
as old Ern say. That's 25 shit.
Okay. And as time went on, I started watching, and what got me a little concerned about Ernie is that I was watching him, and every woman, he started off with women, and every time the women would come in there, he would watch them. He'd have to be right there where everything was. Okay. And I said, okay, maybe he was trying to help out. But he would stalk her, would literally I got to watching him one day, and he'd look her up and down, and he didn't care if she is married or not. And he did kids the same way. Well, he wouldn't care if they brought kids in there or not. And that's whenever I started watching. And then this is whenever I started watching how he acted around Tina's kids. Okay. They're always talking about manipulation and this and that. Well, let me say this: they're the master manipulators. And I started watching him. He'd grab up the little ones and play with them. And to me, he was getting a little too close. The way he was grabbing them, like he would reach under the girls' legs and grab them and pick them up. And you don't do that stuff. And Tina was right there with him. And he would, grabbed the little boy, and then he didn't do too much with him. He'd play with him, and so, but it was the little girls that he did that to, and I thought that he got a little bit too close several times to them girls. Okay, I started backing off a little bit, and they told me to come to this birthday party. Well, I go to this birthday party. There's me, Tina, Xander, Nick's wife. I ain't gonna mention her name, but Nick don't mind. But anyways, Nick's wife and the girls was inside. We're all outside. Okay. While we're out there, I noticed Nick and her start to leave. Well, come to find out, Ernie had touched Nick's wife. Okay. And this is documented and been proven. Well, we decided we're going to take and see what else is going on with them. And we did. We set up a chat group. Well, come to find out also during that time that the girl, Nick's wife, had told Nick Ernie had touched her. The girls had stood up and said, "Ernest, set the fuck down." Excuse my language. And he looked. Then she looked at them and looked at the wife and said, "He touches us like this all the time." Okay, well, we get in chats, and me, Tina, Xander, and Nick. Ernie was in there, but Ernie started backing out a little bit. He had left the group being a crybaby for some reason. Well, we started telling, and this is how I got all the information and the proof that Tina knowed, you see, because it's on my page. This is why I started my page.
Yep, I remember.
And we, like I said, there's me, Nick, Xander, and Tina in the group. Okay, we started telling about it, and Tina started acting like it didn't even happen. And Nick, and I've got proof, Nick said, "What happened to my wife?" I'm not going to mention her name. Was not right. It's sexual harassment. Any woman that gets touched.
Oh, wait, they don't want.
They don't want. It's
You can't
sexual
just go
harassment.
put your hands. Exactly. You cannot put your hands on a woman like that.
And I've got it too, where Nick in the chat with me, Tina, and Xander, all of us right there, and where Nick said after that episode, we don't want to be back around Ernie. Well, Ernie was going crazy at the time. He jumped out of the vehicle and this and that. Well, they go up to a little restaurant, and this is like way before October. We're still going in it. Well, Tina got plumb pissed at us because we brought it to her attention. Okay, as time went along, they was up at the, and I've got receipts on this too. Well, they was at a little restaurant up across from the high school. Well, the next to the oldest girl brought it up again. And Tina got plumb mad again, and because it was getting brought up, because they didn't have enough backbone to save her own kids from Ernie. And whenever it all started coming out, Nick had started staying away and stuff, and that's whenever I made my page. I stopped going over there, and then it opened up. You see, it opened up. You see, and they tried to manipulate. And if you go watch, they made a video about me. They started messaging Nick and this and that. Well, and I've got receipts. I save everything because that's just the way I am. I like having the receipt, a fickle receipt. And then they was messaging Nick, trying to manipulate him to come out, and him in Florida now with COVID to come out and say that they wasn't like that. And Nick said, no. He did, as being a man and exactly the man, and them is two good people.
Yep.
And they tried to turn it around because I made my Facebook page that I was talking bad about them. But Nick started watching and he said, no, he used common sense, and he's a good guy, smart guy. No, he ain't talking about us. And then I get a text one day, thank, hey, or something like that. I'd have to go back and look. I got it all. I said, hey, and I didn't hear no more. And then I said, what's up? And he said, oh, no, I just wanted to thank you for bringing that out and being respectful to my wife. Ernie is disgusting. I said, okay. And then this is right at the time they had family and going to Florida and he had COVID. That's whenever they started harassing him to come out and say that nothing like that happened.
Yeah, that Ernie never touched his wife.
Exactly.
Which Ernie tries to play it off as he just touched her hair. He said this the other day. And
Yeah, he's a liar.
I know what I've been told by multiple sources that is bullshit. And that the way that
Hey,
he touched her is the way that you touch a woman when you're trying to get with her.
And he was saying derogatory stuff.
well, let's play devil's advocate here. Okay, you just touched her hair. Is that okay?
No,
Check this out.
not at all. No touching.
Okay, check this out though.
Uninvited.
It's all they're all three little peas in the pod. You see, I'm sitting there watching a video, and it's the shit hit the fan. In they hate my guts, and I don't care. Well, they decide they're going to manipulate this woman to come out and say stuff about me. I'm sitting there listening, and Tina says, "Well, my dad did this." Like it was okay. All he did was touch her. They're sitting on the couch. Even told it. You'd have to just go back. Even told it wrong.
Well,
And
I
it,
mean, Jamie, do you remember when she said that her dad used to give massages like Ernie gave her?
exactly.
And she tried to pass it off that, like, oh, it was okay for my dad. It's okay for Ernie. Like, no, the
And
fuck it's not, dude.
No.
and I've got the video of where she said my dad did this, and
Yep.
she said it's okay. Ernie didn't grab boobs.
Yep.
My dad did this.
That's what she said. Yep.
Exactly.
I remember.
Well, okay. As we're going along, that's whenever we're waiting on the big Nick's supposed to come back and say this. Well, I get a hold of Nick. That ain't going to happen. He ain't going to come out and do that. And this is whenever, too, that they come out with me being a child trafficker over at the 440 truck stop.
Yep.
Okay. And they're talking to Nick about that, too, because they said that they would, and I don't think I posted this yet. They said that they're waiting on the confirmation of my arrest because I'm supposedly been up at the in Hartford child trafficking with one of my friends, some Hispanics.
Selling kids, right?
Exactly.
Just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Okay.
Right?
Always.
Okay. Time goes along. They couldn't get that to work. And that's what the question I asked them because they had mentioned something about it on Facebook, had mentioned something. Just so happened I had no clue. I go do a live at night. Well, I'm looking, and next thing I know, they're calling me saying I work for them, and I work for I'm a snitch, and I work for the TBI, and every one of them. I said, the question is, since you are such A1 investigators, tell me which one I work for. And it went along. And the recent thing is like I said, they'll go through your friends list and look for people
Yep.
to come out against you. Just so happened I had just broke up with this woman that if you paid attention, pay attention. And I didn't even know all of it until yesterday or day before. They're saying now that I have touched 10 kids. Okay. That's fine with me. Well, I like receipts. I like going straight to the horse's mouth. And while he's over here playing his stupid video yesterday, I believe it was, I'm over here getting the receipts that I need. I'm gonna play a video right here or a message right here. Hang with me, guys. I gotta find it. I've got so much stuff on these clowns. It ain't even funny. I'm over here getting receipts while he's putting me down, begging me to come up on his panel. Let me tell you, Ernie, I'll not be on your panel. You are not a detective. You are not law enforcement. I don't bow down to you, little man. I'm gonna get this receipt here. I'm getting.
Is Ernie still on there? He needs to pick on a woman that knows how to pick back at him.
Ernie won't go to a woman. He won't go to a woman's face.
He likes to threaten them online, threaten to take their kids.
Ain't nobody
He did
scared.
say he did threaten jail was next for me though.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
really?
Yep.
Yeah, he said that in chat tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Wow, he's trying to grow some inches on his little pecker, ain't he?
Give me a minute, guys. Instagram.
He's gonna keep picking on women. A bunch of women's gonna get together.
Yeah, he ain't gonna come in here and do that, man. No.
No, we didn't allow it in our room.
Nope.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's not coming in here and threatening ladies.
Okay, guys, I got the
No, it's
receipt here.
Good.
All right, cool.
Ernie hates
Now,
receipts.
mind you, this is my ex. I'm Messenger. I'm Messenger. This is when I keep everything. I said, you told Ernie I raped my sister. She said one more time. I said, fuck you. He's playing. Well, excuse my language, trigger warning. I'm going to say I'm me. He's playing it now. One more time. It's you saying it. I'm listening to it, Amy. She said, well. I said, oh, well. Okay. I said, watch my live, what I do. Watch my lives and you'll see. And then I didn't say nothing else to her. She's got to thinking about it. And here's the receipt.
Yeah, when you use the R word, kind of say R word.
I'm sorry for everything I said. I can't take it back. I was just mad.
You hear that?
So,
Loud and clear.
I did that because I was mad. And this is what they try to do to manipulate. And she probably did do it. Whether it's wrong or right, it's wrong in my eyes.
Yep, it is.
She honestly did it because she was mad. Here
That's
he
some
is over
harsh
here yesterday
accusations.
and today begging me to come up on his live. I'll not go up on his live. I don't bow down to Ernie Shell and the Predators of Predator Hunter Nation.
Jamie,
Hell
so
yeah.
your ex-girlfriend, that girl you just played, she told them that you R-word your sister.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they told everybody on YouTube that you did it, right?
Yep.
So they didn't check into it. They didn't find any documents. They just spread hate and tried to destroy you.
Now, see, I got receipts of this. Let me back up here a minute. They like threatening people with Whitmer, Michael Whitmer. Michael does this and that. They told him that I was a predator, but though I had no record. So with that, they're trying, and this has, they said that before.
Yep.
But with the 10 kids, they're coming from the same person right there because I brought it up again to get my receipt of why she done it, because she was mad and out of anger at me. Just plain out lied because I won't have nothing else to do with her. And I'm going to save all this because Ernie claims that he going to turn it into a big detective. I love it. I all used to watch the A-Team. I love it whenever a plan comes together, Ern. You don't know why? Because you're gonna make yourself look like a fool, and us as our networks, Tales of the Lycan, the Stand, we're going to take you down at all costs.
Hell yeah, man. You got that right, Jamie.
Yeah.
I went through it, and the way I look at it, I knowed whenever, if I was still out in the bars and stuff, and I'm going to say this, if I still run the bars and this and that, I've got a temper. I'm not going to lie. There's several people that's taught me to settle down a little bit and to say you can't be doing this stuff. And the YouTube thing has helped me out a lot. And I would have done been over. I'm not going to lie. I'd have wiped every one of them out, mopped their heads with the floors. They'd have been sucking out of a straw. But I didn't do that.
Right.
But I know whenever I made my YouTube channel now, and this goes, Ernie claims to be, oh, they're stalking me, they're harassing me. He made his YouTube first, harassing us, taking us down, trying to hurt us, defame us. And we're taking that. And whenever we make our YouTubes, we have to know that whenever we're standing on the truth, this is going to happen to us.
Yep.
And that's the way I look at it. As long as he's not hurting an innocent family or whatever, he's leaving them alone.
I was gonna say, man,
Whenever he's
they're
coming
focused
in.
on us, man. They ain't messing with other people. Not nearly as many, at least.
And every day of them kids' life there with Predator Hunter Nation, them kids' lives are in danger because of Ernie, Tina, and Xander.
Yep.
The life they live. And that goes back from the time, this last time, whenever I turned in every document, and the time before that, them kids are scared to death of Tina and Xander and will not talk to in front of them. They threaten them kids, like I said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Them kids are scared to death of them.
Yeah, that little show that they put on their live streams is a show.
Is a show.
Believe that.
They give them kids gummies and everything else. And Ernie, I know without a doubt the way he is, and them kids saying he touched them kids. Without a doubt. I can lay down right here at nighttime and sleep knowing that I took that stand and did the right thing.
Damn right, Jamie.
And I will
can make that stand.
continue doing the right thing for the people in Newport and the surrounding areas. And by surrounding areas, I'll go over this. Don and Candace and them. They got mad at me for that. I'm not stopping. I will not stop, and they cannot stop me. What I'm going to say is this, please, he hollers, what is that word? Desist, stop and desist or whatever.
Oh, stop, cease and desist.
Cease and desist. Please send me one, please, because that's going to open up another can of worms, big boy.
Yep.
Believe that. I will not stop.
Well, see, what they don't understand is there is a lot of stuff working behind these channels that they have no clue is happening. And they get in here and play these games and act like they know shit, but I guarantee you, they don't know shit.
No.
Spooky Tina chose Ernie over her kids and would today. Them kids are legitimately scared to death. They're scared to death of their older sister too, because she threatens to throw them under the bus whenever they try to figure a way out.
Yep.
And we have receipts of that too.
Absolutely. And that was provided by a kid they tried to say recruited for trafficking rings. Yes. That's where that information came from, because this person was friends with Maya. So, I mean, it's it opened up a lot of eyes.
And there was stuff that said that makes it wonder what much more went on that them kids has or had and still has to endure out of Ernie Maxwell today.
Yeah.
That is wrong.
Yes.
Very wrong. And they didn't take the gumption or grow a backbone to save their kids. And they're out here trying to claim that they're for the kids.
I was about to
That
say
is a
the exact
lie.
thing. You goddamn right, man. Sorry. but and they think, but okay, guys, in the same thing that we were talking about with Jimbo and the school board and them protecting babies, they constantly say that they are, but yet a person that claims that they save children, you would want to vet them. You know, you would want to do some background on them, do a reference check, something. But yet you become many different things, and they'll call you those things, and there is an assortment, but they will slander your name. They will commit libel against you because you ask for reference.
Yep.
Now that's pretty messed
Now,
up.
take in mind, I will say this, and we got the receipts on Tales of the Lycan. They are master manipulators of the system. And come to find out, the one investigating it, and this is almost say about this, it was putting bugs in their ears whenever they was a coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost say.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then again, what I'm going to show you in a few minutes, it'll show you how close they are to DCS and how much they do use that as a weapon.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I need to pull up those.
Yeah, please. Because another creator, they were talking about one of the videos, or it's actually an audio that's on the Predator Hunter Nation YouTube page. Now I'm not going to play that audio because it shouldn't be being played. It shouldn't be even posted. And for the longest time, it was down. This was an audio of a gentleman in our community. It was his daughter. Now, whenever Jimbo brings it up, you'll see, and you can go to the website right now and go to the Predator Hunter Nation website and see. I think it's how they met or whatever, how they met Ernie, and they tell a story, and they tormented this man and that family with the help of one of the friends that they were, I don't know, using as a trophy. As look at our friend, he used to be in The Walking Dead. Um, I forget what else.
Somebody said he's live with my name. Where at? Sorry.
I thought he wasn't going live no more.
Exactly,
Somebody
Jamie, let him be live, dude. You turn it on, you're gonna mess up the audio here.
Yeah. Don't worry
Okay,
about
I'm
it.
listening.
Don't worry about that fool, man.
Exactly.
All right. Here you go.
Now this picture that Jimbo's got on the screen, that is the actual file name for that video on their YouTube page. But anyway, they played it as some kind of proof. And if you can go back to that big black thing,
I'm going back. I gotta
okay.
Oh, I screwed that up, didn't I?
It's
Damn.
all right, brother.
Damn it. Y'all see it now?
Yep.
All right.
Okay, now this right here, that's on their website. That's how they met. And they tell a story how they were involved in an investigation with an ex Blackwater contractor, blah, blah, blah. You know, one of their regular stories. Well, that's not even the truth. The guy actually shows up, and he's from the community. He shows up in our community page to defend himself when we're
Troll
going
alert.
off. Huh?
Troll alert. Troll alert.
we got little earners. One of his nuggets.
Who cares?
Beloved hoe. Beloved ghost.
Beloved ghost.
Well, welcome in, beloved ghost.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy the show. Sit
She,
down.
they, she, she said, go ahead and post them. I don't care.
Anyways, they carry on about how Ernie was in that one story he likes to tell so much about the girl and the mother with the tracking device in the legs. Well, this is supposedly that story. They meet him after he's done with that, and he needs a healing or whatever. But in this story, they tell a bunch of lies about this man Benjamin. Now, in our community group, he shows up when we as a group are raising hell about that audio and then playing it, and he goes on to tell us that was his daughter, and that and I mean, Jimbo, if you go to the next one,
Okay.
if you can read that, he says they have no shame. They tried to use their false accusations to help my ex get full custody so she can move out of the state. After 9 false claims to DCS, 2 orders of protection, and some horrible rumors spread around. Where does that sound familiar, guys?
Oh, yeah. That's what they do.
They have finally started to learn that I am the wrong target. I still have 50-50 custody, and all claims against me have been proven to be unfounded. Sorry, guys. I got old man eyes.
It's okay.
Says Tina and her group are liars and they're cowards, and they use custody battles to try and gain publicity. Where does that sound familiar, guys?
Yep.
Can you see it better than me, Jimbo? Sorry, man.
Yeah, I can see it pretty good.
Can you read the rest, brother? We'll be here all night.
Yeah, they will use custody battles to try and gain publicity. I've been accused of molestation, killing a dog, harassment, and corruption. The only thing I actually have done is raise my children, work a steady job, and try to be a good person. They did a good job at messing with my life last year. They still lost.
Now go to the next one. Yeah.
I am the person they are referring to, but 95% of their post is a lie. I was a private security contractor in Afghanistan, but that was 7 years ago. I have never molested anyone. I'm sorry, trigger warning for anybody who's, a survivor or in here and needs that trigger warning. I'm sorry. Nothing of my DCS case was presented in Spanish. I was cleared of all accusations because the evidence showed my innocence. I have never been to Haiti. They decided to try using me because they get to say they are going after someone from Blackwater, even though the name changed years before I was hired.
Those connections, those damn connections of theirs, man.
Those networks.
Yeah. All right. And then he says,
And as far as I will say this, as far as Whitmer is, I'm going to say trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. They want to push the issue, fuck Whitmer and fuck Predator Hunter Nation. That's all I'm going to say about that. Let her take and post what Whitmer said. Go ahead, please do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because they are not detectives, and he has no right to put that out there. That he don't know me without doing his investigation. And he has not one time come and talked to me, period. Go ahead.
Do they post it directly from Whitmer or from a...
They see Whitmer, let me tell you, that's their go-to people. I have it on direct authority from the Cobb County Sheriff's Department that they are tired of these people.
I have no
They're
doubt.
just dividing their time.
Yeah. Okay. I have no idea what they have. I had one of her talking about her stepfather leaving a bruise, but that was last fall, and DCS has a copy already. Last year, I was the subject of 9 DCS claims. All were investigated, and I was proven innocent each time. My ex even admitted in court that she made the reports to DCS. I have dealt with 4 different DCS agents now, so it can't be claimed that one is showing favoritism towards me. The detective that was involved with the one claim was a person I've never met before, so it can't be claimed that he was biased. I've never been to those morons' shop or house, but I was accused of stealing their dog, pointing a laser at them, and harassing them. All of those claims were lies, just like the claims that I molested anyone. They picked me as a target because I worked for the company that was once known as Blackwater. I guess they feel that using that name makes them appear more dangerous. So far, I feel no threat from those inbreds.
See, that's the way they do.
Yep.
They are inbreds.
Yeah. He says, I do see that you're friends with the group we're discussing. If you're attempting to get information for them, fair enough. If you're honestly attempting to discover the truth, fair enough as well. I have no secrets when it comes to my children. I am a law abiding citizen. I do my best to raise my children right. I have no fear of these accusations because they are lies.
And that's exactly how people should approach that shit. Because they're going to accuse a lot of shit. A lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people actually get scared over the lies. Don't be scared over their lies. Face those things. I know everybody is built different. I know that. But if you show a weakness, they will capitalize on it. It's
Yeah.
sad but true.
They attack anything that they feel is weak, and or anyone who they feel is weak.
Yep.
They look for information. They look for
And
that's
they'll
why
have other people get it too.
yeah, that's why they want your driver's license. They want to know where you live. They want to know your driver's license number. They can gather information, and later on, when you are not 100% gung ho with them, they are going to use it against you.
Yep.
They are going to blackmail you. Hey, if you go try to work for them or do anything for them, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this because they've been doing it. They've been doing it to people we're talking to daily. They're still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going. If you do this, I'm going to do that. Well, that's extortion.
Mm-hmm.
That's blackmail. They're demanding that you don't do something or else.
Yep. They're actively breaking the law. Then these non-criminals guys are actively breaking the law multiple times a day. They're doing it on video, on post, and God knows how much they're doing it away from the social media.
They're all jumping and whooping, Jay.
Are they?
Yeah.
And they're putting their kids' life at danger. And if you go check out their videos, check out their lives, just watch them, how they do. If you feel like they're harassed you or come at you, call the authorities. Get with me through email or Jimbo or somebody. I'll give you the info. Call the local CPS. They're putting them kids' life at danger.
Yeah,
please
don't be afraid to reach out to any of us because, even if you decide that you're going to, go back and be with them, work with them, whatever, we're still not going to threaten you and use anything against you. Like,
no, we don't do that.
If we promise you we're not going to share anything, well, then we're not going to share it. That's not what we do here.
They do.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. A lot of people brought it to my attention that Tina made a post or a comment on a live talking about infiltration and getting to the center of it. And the reply is on the Tales of a Lycan page. And basically, the only reason they have to try and put moles in here is to get information on people, on victims, and that's not going to happen. We're not going to let it that close to us.
It's like Tina's making her little post how she's going to resort to infiltration tactics.
Mm-hmm.
What do you infiltrate exactly? I don't understand. Like, when we get information,
they want to know who's talking to us, Bo. That's what they want to know. That's why they're trying to do that.
Yeah, they're not going to find that out because we're not sharing it with nobody.
No.
It's not like we have meetings like they do, and put stuff out there. Like, we don't betray people's trust and confidence.
We know what they do. We do know. We've seen it. We've seen the victims. We're not going to let that happen. Now, they're going to try, but they're going to fail.
I don't think Xander is savable, if you want to say. I think he's just as deep in as Tina. He's just more quiet.
Yeah, he's still very much part of what they do, aren't they?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
he was the one that Ernie was going to shoot.
Exactly.
Out of the Hummer, that's Tina's. Are they married or just like?
Yes,
they are married.
They're married, and Tina's in love with Ernie, and it's a mess over there.
Yeah.
But then we need to them kids. I pray for them kids, man, because Ernie Shell was a ticking time bomb.
Well, that could be why I've heard a couple of people comment that Xander hates Ernie. He's having to go along with this for some reason.
Yeah. Well, if
could be the extortion on his end.
I don't agree with people threatening to take people's kids or anything, but
nope.
If anybody's kids are in some kind of danger, I mean,
they should be reported.
Yeah. Kids.
Yep.
I mean, look at what goes on there.
Yep.
I mean, she's admittedly giving them cannabis or CBD or whatever, and threatening them and not letting them speak up when Ernie's clearly doing something he shouldn't be doing.
Them kids is clearly afraid of Tina, Xander, and Ernie.
Yeah.
Clearly.
It's just these people are disturbed and sick, and they need to be stopped.
Yep. They do. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's exactly why we're here.
Well, guys, I'm going to have to jump off here.
All right, Jamie. Well, thanks for coming on tonight, brother.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry for dude. See, the tendency's still there. I'm sorry for the language, but I've got to, and I do apologize. And I do apologize, ladies. But Ernie and being claimed with they're making accusations against me, which with the receipts that she says, I'm not worried about that because it's there. I know what. If I would have done as much as they have claimed, and I had the voice recording of saying that they done it because they're mad, I mean, I'm not worried about all that.
Throw some hearts up there for Jamie.
Yeah, man. Throw them up there, guys.
Throw them hearts up there. Look at all them hearts before you leave, Jamie. We'll have some hearts. Head your way, buddy. Head your way.
Ernest Shell is plainly a predator. And his whole the whole Predator Hunter Nation, Operation Rock, are predators.
Yep.
I mean, by his own definition, a predator is someone who preys on another. That's all Ernie does every single day. All day, every day, twice on Sunday.
And that's why we warn people about keeping their information, not letting him close to her, or Tina, or Xander, or anyone you don't know, because it could be one of their people.
All right, guys.
All right, Jamie. Thank you, brother. You have a good night, man.
Good to have Jamie on the show tonight. Right. So, brought you some receipts. Brought you Jamie. And, hey, we even brought you a little Ernie tonight, didn't we? Ernie come here and think he's going to threaten one of our women or one of our ladies in our chat. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah, I had to boot him in.
We're not going to. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I mean, I swear, man, you would think he was raised by wolves, man. Sorry. It being a full moon and all.
Oh, my God. Is tonight the full moon?
I think tonight is the full moon, sir.
Tonight is not. Well, heck, he ain't going to be asleep tonight.
No, he's not even. He just, day 2 of the bender? He's got to Newport, by God. He's on a fresh bag.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
For sure.
It's by 14. Oh, God.
Jeez, man. Thompson Bowling. But, yeah, guys, like I was saying, please be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of any person like Ernie. Like, this world ain't getting much better, so let's look out for each other. Let's do that because, as you guys can see, there's enough going on. It's made me and Jimbo start a channel to let everybody know.
Yeah.
So it's pretty important. And there's enough. One is too many, but believe me, there's more than I even care to even try to count.
I did have one part of the trial I was going to try to bring you tonight, so we'll see if I can load that up. And I couldn't get it to upload to StreamYard, so I'm just going to bring it up on our YouTube channel and show that, because I did upload a little bit of the defense's opening statement, which I think really has a lot to say in a very short time, and it kind of ties into, Ernie. So I'm going to look that up. It always takes me forever to look something up. I'm a rookie. Right. Let's see. I believe this is it right here, though. Right here. All right. Let me go in StreamYard now. I will. Let's see here. You there, Matt?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm reading some messages.
Cool.
Just monitoring a situation is all.
Reading the room. Everybody, careful. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic and play this.
One of the things that you may hear is that Shelby Shell's own brother says that he can't. But did he really understand what he was saying? Did he understand what he was saying? Because Shelby Shell was the special education kid, the throwaway child. You will hear from experts and you will hear from other witnesses about his intellectual disability. The terminology may change during the course of the testimony. We used to use the words mentally retarded. We used to use the word slow. The current language is intellectual disability, so we'll try to use that terminology during the case. You will hear about Shelby Shell's lack of schooling. You will hear about how his intellectual disability played into his gullibility and his need to please other people. You will wonder if Shelby Shell is the one person stupid enough to admit to an unsolved murder. You will wonder why KSP relied on a special education person's tall tale to close their case. You will wonder where in this story things don't match up to the evidence. You'll wonder what he got wrong. And I'm not here to tell you the story of how the government thinks this crime occurred. I am here to warn you about some of the things that you will hear and you will see, which Mr. Boggs discussed a little bit. You will likely see a video from the Everett's funeral home across the street from Mr. King's house. We tend to think the video is pretty good evidence in the case. It will show you the outside of the home and some of the response to the reported arson. You will get to review medical examiner's findings, and you may get to do that today, and I want you to pay a lot of attention to the medical examiner's findings. You will see autopsy photos. Some of
And wow. Okay. So if you heard that all, you hear her talk about, and there's trigger warning, please, trigger warning.
Yeah.
But mental disability with Shelby, which is the reason why the death penalty was taken off the table. Anyway, you're seeing the same kind of mental issues in Ern, right?
Yep.
And from all accounts that I've heard from Ernie, from others who know the family, Like the 3 children that have the same set of parents in that family, Melissa, Shelby, and Ernie. 2 of those 3 have those issues documented. Ern, his own sister said, she was present when he was taken to mental evaluations and the psych ward. We know she's a damn liar, but she said that. We also know that Ernie was in the psych ward in upstate New York
And in Georgia.
and in Georgia.
Yep.
So are we dealing with somebody here that isn't capable of realizing what a terror he is to people? Does he realize that he's destroying people's lives on the daily? Harassing, threatening, having people call works, jobs, not just mine. He's done it to others.
Mm-hmm. He's tried mine.
Yeah.
Luckily, my boss knew all about this fucker and told me and laughed and blocked his number.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've already been warned from back in, I don't know, a couple months ago, 3 months
December.
ago, that people were talking about the bounty hunter online threatening me, and then that same guy, of course, Ernie denies it, calling the school and making outlandish claims about me.
Yep.
So first attempt was, strike 1 on me, and I may be gone now. So, and I kind of expect it. It was not a pleasant conversation today.
I'd say it wasn't, brother.
No, it's terrible, man. It's just, my wife's cried, my kids have cried. Like I said, I had planned on probably doing 1 more year there, and then kind of, stepping down on my own terms, and, going out like that. But it's like, it looks like it might be taken out of my hands. So, and that's the worst thing is, like, a dirt bag like that is going to be able to determine, how somebody's real career with really helping children ends. And, it's just, I don't, if anybody's here that believes in him or believes he's good, he's not. He's not. He don't
Excuse me?
You don't have
I'm
a
sorry, dude. Look at this dumb shit right here. Sorry. I've never even talked to Savannah. Not even in his chats.
Savannah thinking he works for you.
Yeah.
He just went off on a Savannah.
On his mod, Savannah. Savannah Smalls.
Oh, I don't know her.
Well, regardless,
Wow,
that's
he
another
just
one
went
of
off on
those
her?
fucking flip outs of his. Huh?
He just went off on her?
What I'm reading, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'll check my Facebook. That is so awful.
Yep. This is what we're saying, guys. One wrong move, and this man flips on you.
Yeah, I wonder if he got her.
I hope not.
License and all that stuff, man.
I fucking hope not, dude.
Yeah.
Because honestly, guys, this is why. This is what he do. They will do this shit to
He said I gave it away.
anyone.
What?
Gave it away. What did we give away?
That's the great detective for you there, buddy. Great detective Ern. Hey, good work, dumbass. You just turned on somebody that believed in you. That's what you do, you friggin' fool.
Yep.
Yeah, you're getting bullied, all right, you piece of junk. Man, he's worthless. He's a worthless piece of garbage. That's all he is. That's all he ever was. That's all he ever will be. He's nothing but a scamming, cheating, lying, stealing thief.
And I'm sure Tina's right in the middle of it too.
Yeah. Idiot.
Thank you, Katie.
Yes, thank you very
Thank you
much.
for letting us know that. Because fuck him, dude.
Yeah.
I'm about over him.
Yeah. Well, listen, we're going to turn up the heat, and we're going to take tomorrow off. We're going to come back on Thursday. When we come back Thursday, I will have had 2 more days, and I'm going to download some more stuff, and I'm going to dig into some more stuff. We're looking.
You want to go a little bit earlier this next time, man?
Huh?
Want to go a little bit earlier this next time?
Yeah, we can.
Like 7:30, 8 o'clock?
Sounds good to me.
Try to catch some of the
Early,
people that go to bed early. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
Jamie can hang out for a full live then too, you know.
Yeah, maybe we can get, if one of our mods can put us up a little banner for 7:30 Thursday night, and then I'll create the chat or whatever. I'll create the thing on StreamYard so we can get the word out. But we're gonna really turn up the heat now. I mean, he's made me mad now. I wasn't mad before. I mean, I was upset, but he comes in our chat attacking women, and then he goes over to his chat
and text some more women.
A mod?
I don't give a damn if
that's
she
him.
was following Ernie, man. It's unfucking called for, dude.
Yeah. What a tool, man. What an idiot. What a jackwagon, jackass tool.
And he's holding back, guys. Oh, dear Lord. That karma's coming, Ernie. It's coming, buddy. And I'm going to be right there with it. I promise you. I'll be the guy putting money on your little commissary whenever you go just hang out with Bubba. Ain't no joke, dude.
Sorry, I'm
Sorry.
trying to order up for Pinterest here. Yeah, see, Ern, if you're watching, I'm interacting with my children here. I'm helping them out. I saw you scrolling through your little messages to Jeremy, playing the poor pitiful me.
The last time he talked to me was April Fool's.
Yeah. You know why, Ernie? That's not because of anything anybody's done except for you idiot.
It's the shit you've shown tonight is why, dude.
Such a liar, man. The just foolery, ignorant stuff you do, man. Like, he's embarrassed to be your son.
He probably don't even tell people that you're his dad.
Like, that's the deal, man. That's the deal. You're such an embarrassment. You're with your damn Crocodile Dundee hat and your gator tooth. And you're hanging out with the damn idiots down there at Predator Hunter Nation. Like, you are a fool. That's why your boy won't have nothing to do with you. You know, he won't answer your text because you have ruined it, Ernie. You have ruined it. Going up there on January 6th and acting like you're a big, bad Trump supporter and being involved, and then hiding and saying you weren't there, you weren't involved. Well, all the stuff you do can be easily seen online because you post it online and your son can see it online. And that's why he don't want to respond to you, man. It's sad.
It's
Really?
very sad.
I mean, if it were me, my kids didn't want to have anything to do with me, I don't know what I'd do. I don't know how. I couldn't sleep at night. Promise you that. So, and somebody tell Savannah we're sorry that Ernie's an idiot. There was something I could do to fix it, I would. I mean,
that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Just Molly, you in here? Go break them dogs up. You hear them about to kill each other in there? Puppies mauling each other in there, buddy.
Billy getting down.
Dang, buddy.
Talking about some drama, man. You got it everywhere, don't you, bud?
You know what?
But no, guys, this is honestly the reason why we beg of you guys not to give out information and not to trust these people. Because they've never given reason to trust, and they are dangerous. They're very dangerous. I don't care what they say about Jamie or Jimbo or Matt or who the fuck ever. These people are the danger. Okay? The shit they're saying about Jamie, complete fabrications. Jimbo, complete fabrications. All of these people, because if they had something real, they wouldn't shut up about it, guys. Think about that one. As much as they bump their gums together, they wouldn't shut up. But please don't give your information to people. And if you feel like you need to reach out to somebody to at least understand what you might be dealing with right now, reach out to us.
It looks like they all attacked her, man. Like I'm getting a screenshot right here. And Lisa Marie, is
You talking about Lisa, Xander, Williams?
Yep, she attacked her. Um,
Why? Why did they even attack her for? What did she do?
I don't know. And somebody, John Deere Country Girl said in all caps, Savannah, ... research. Bunch of exclamation points. Like,
Must be something from their fucking mod meeting they had.
I guess she asked if I was in there or something. I don't know.
Who did?
I
Savannah?
don't know about to ask Ernie where he is. Goodness gracious, man.
Send me the screenshots, man.
All right, I'll send it to you right now. It's
But guys, really, it's a real thing. We're not here every night for no reason. I can promise you that. And please, with an urgency, start spreading this information, guys. With an urgency, please. People need to know.
yeah, it might be a setup too. You never know, but
Huh?
it might be a setup. It might be trying to get us to reach out to her, but
It could be.
But you know what? It still makes you look like an idiot for attacking one of your own people. You idiot. You sucking. I said sucking fool.
That's probably what it is, but it doesn't matter. It just shows, like you said, it shows they're an idiot, but they prove the point.
All right, hang on, grab the call right quick. Hello?
Sorry, guys. I was over here reading some messages. But, yeah. Everybody, real or not, keep Savannah and anybody else that might be close to Ernie's grasp in your prayers, really. Because they definitely need it right now, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, and she's not the only one, man. He turns on people like a dime. Like a dime, dude. He's
even new people that ask a question, he calls them trolls and screams at them. These are new people.
He's dangerous. He's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It just shows what kind of person he is. Don't tell him what mod I am. Oh, is that what's getting him? Let's see. Save password, sir. No, it is. There we go. All right. But all right. Let's see. We're 2 hours in. We'll take a few questions if you guys want to. Candace is drunk on Benny's live. Yes.
Well, she's usually drunk.
CPS
though,
won't
from
be
what
impressed.
I
What a stupid idea. CPS, I don't believe Candace has her kids anyway.
No.
So CPS shouldn't care what she does on a live right now, honestly. But that's none of my business, I don't think.
Yeah.
But yeah, anybody got any questions over what we've been over tonight? We did give you a little trial coverage. I promised you I would, so I wanted to go over that. But that official document of Ernie.
And thank you to the source that brought that to us.
Oh,
we
do
appreciate it.
Like, that was awesome.
Yep.
Big hats off and thank you to you. I mean, that was great.
That should let Ernie know that he should be worried.
Yeah. And when we come back, on Thursday, we're looking to have more of the same.
We will always bring official documents or official proof. We will always bring it. We ain't gonna make lies like the fools at PHN. Not gonna do it. We're here to set the truth.
All right, guys. So
Sorry.
Thursday at 7:30 p.m. we're coming back. Like I said, if you want to contribute, Cash App is Coach Jimbo C. And if you don't have Cash App and you want to contribute some other way, you can reach out and I'll give you my PayPal. Or Matt, do you have a PayPal you want to list or something?
No, I don't have one, man.
My PayPal is jimbocollins2@gmail.com. So, but don't feel like there's any pressure on you to do that because we're going to bring you everything we have every day, no matter what. So we're not going to stop. Ernie is shook. I mean,
He's cornered, guys.
yeah,
He is. He don't know who to trust, apparently. So
yeah.
that should make him worry about even his little sidekick Tina, because this is about the time they start digging into each other.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what, guys? You got a front row seat.
That's right.
It's awesome.
All night.
But yeah, we'll bring a lot more on Thursday, guys. So be a friend and tell a friend. Bring some extra popcorn. Let's get down.
Absolutely. Hey, you guys throw up some hands to wave goodbye, and I will play our exit video. And thank you for coming tonight. Hang out throughout the video and throw up some hands. See you guys on Thursday.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Wow.